Here are the only tools you need to successfully launch and run an Amazon private label business. Folks, what is up? It is Michael, co-founder of Amazon FBA University, where we teach hundreds, thousands at this point of current and future Amazon sellers how to start, launch, and scale an Amazon business. In this video, we're gonna go over all the tools you need to successfully launch an Amazon business. Spoiler, you don't need a lot. So you're gonna get offered a lot of software. You only need a couple tools. We're gonna go through 4 in this video. Helium 10, we're gonna go through Google Trends, we're gonna go through ChatGPT and AI, and then we're gonna go through Viral Launch. So, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment, leave a like, let us know what kind of content you need to see, what would help your Amazon business so that by this time next year, you don't have a 9 to 5. All right, team, we are going to dive right in just with the knowledge that running an Amazon business is a very clean business, especially if you're in private label, which we run and coach. Essentially, you are buying the product from China at low cost or from whatever supplier you have. You're shipping them, you're creating a digital listing and branding them based on the customization that you've made, and then you are selling those on the Amazon market for a higher price. So right there, it's simple retail. There's not too much to it other than finding the right products, finding the right keywords, and really marketing them with sophistication. So don't think a bunch of softwares are what's really gonna move the needle. It's how deep do you understand product research and what products do you pick and launch? Let's get into it.
All right, squad. The first tool we're going to talk about is Helium 10. So we're going to talk about a few tools. This is your bread and butter. This is your product research tool, your keyword tracker tool. It allows you to create landing pages, portals. It allows you to spy on competition, create a market tracker. Basically anything you would want to do in the product research all the way through accounting function, Helium 10 has a tool for you. So as a private label seller, you can think you need a lot of tools. You don't. What you really need is one all-in-one tool that has as many of the tools as possible. Helium 10 is the bread and butter. So let's take a look, and it's just helium10.com, super easy to get to. Let's go into one of the tools. So if we take a look at all of the options, there's a bevy of tools, right? It doesn't just stop at product research. This is where they started. This is the most valuable tool, but so many of these tools are crucial to operating and running your business. Blackbox, Trendster are all product research tools. And then you go to keyword research. Running what's called a Cerebro on a specific Amazon listing allows you to see every keyword that listing is ranked for and indexed for. So basically, product research is keyword research. Using Helium 10, you can find products, look at the revenue, and then run a Cerebro, see how they're ranking, see if those keywords, 1, have enough search volume, and 2, are competitive. Going even further, there's Adtomic, there's a PPC tools, portals is your landing page builder, and then there's listing optimization. Once you find a product, know the right keywords, you got to create the listing. So there's a bunch of tools that let you really, really optimize the listing creation phase. And then once you are listed and your product's active, you can make sure your product's indexed correctly. You could analyze your listing. You can get market feedback with this audience tool where you actually get to pull a real audience and see, you really just compare 2 different variables. So let's say you don't know which main picture to use. Boom, you sign up for audience, start a poll that's 50, polls 50 audience members, and boom, based on that feedback, you're usually going to know what's going to work on the real market. Helium 10 also has some training. They have keyword tracker. This is so key when you are actually operating a product because you need to know where you rank for each keyword. Helium 10 is the go. So let's take a quick look at Black Box. Right here, you can see this product research tool is the best tool in the market. So let's go in. Let's say we want to sell a baby product. We want a product that's under 250 reviews. We want to make sure they're doing at least 10,000 in revenue, and I want to say minimum price of 40, max price of 100. This isn't, you don't need to use these filters, just an example of what you can do. So boom, we hit search, and then just like that, Helium 10 is going to display a bunch of options among the Amazon catalog that fit this criteria. And just so you know, we're on the Amazon US right now. Helium 10 works in basically every Amazon market. So you want to go to UK, you want to do something in Germany, Australia, this tool works. So just like that, we're able to see a bunch of products that fit that 10,000 plus in revenue, under 250 reviews, and just like that, you're able to see so many ideas. There's a ton of tools, just like we said. Too much to go over in this video. We'll get into this in another video. But I want to show you one other aspect of Helium 10. That would be the Chrome extension. It's up here. When you're going to use that is when you are on the Amazon catalog. So we are here on the Amazon catalog with a search term. Archery targets is the keyword. I hit this Helium 10 Xray tool and then clicked Xray, and here we are. So Xray gives every single product on page 1, as well as revenue, best sellers rank, seller country, fees, active sellers, reviews, rating, images, review velocity, all this information. Very important here is the revenue, sales graphs. You can see where it's trending. This kind of tool to launch your business. I don't know how you could do this kind of business without Helium 10 or something just as good. And then going all the way back up to archery targets, you can click on the graph, see how this keyword is trending over time. Okay, this may be going down. That's something, let's say you were interested in this product. You probably want to save this, put the keyword, put the product listings somewhere safe, potentially even in the My List products in Helium 10, and then come back and track this over time. So Helium 10 is the most valuable tool you can have as a private label seller. Make sure you grab that. The next tool you need to get comfortable using is Google Trends. And the reason for that is we get to see a lot of information via Helium 10 in terms of the on Amazon keyword rankings, the on Amazon product sales. And that's great. You definitely want to use that. But you also want to use the biggest data set that's on the internet right now, which is Google. Google encapsulates all the social media platforms. Trends start on Google, trends start on social media. The buyer market is typically the last market that gets hit with trends. So you want to come in and type your trends on Google Trends, or your keywords on Google Trends, to make sure if you are interested in something, it's either stable or trending up and not trending downwards. So let's take this example, archery targets, and let's go over here and see what we have here. A lot of times you won't get a ton of information, just a heads up on Google Trends, just because compared to this search term on Amazon, which is somewhat relevant, it's getting 14,000 searches a month. And the overall data set of any search, when we're not just including buyers, archery target's not that big. But what we see here is that interest over time is stable or going up. That makes sense. A lot of people getting into archery, especially where I'm at in Austin. So just like that makes sense. Montana, Idaho, some of these country towns, it's really going up. You can take this all the way back past to about 2004. So anything like this would not be eliminating information. You just don't want to see something trending downward. So get comfortable using. All right, the third tool you should know how to use is ChatGPT or some form of AI. And the reason for this is the level of sophistication that ChatGPT has shown is basically unheard of before. And so this is early 2023 when we're recording, and ChatGPT is everywhere. ChatGPT is going to change the way copywriting, the way a lot of online writing is done. And so this can be used in a lot of different forms on Amazon, potentially even product photos, Photoshop, AI renderings. It could completely change the game. But for right now, what you can do is give it a very direct command and start to generate a rough draft of your listing. It's not going to give you a final copy. You're still going to have to read it, but it takes away that daunting feeling of having a blank canvas and you having to start from zero. So let's take a sample product here. This is a training potty. I have my product and my keywords here. I'm going to take these keywords and I've already typed in this query. What I'm saying is, please write an Amazon product listing for a children's training potty. Use each of the following keywords at least once. The listing should have a title between 150 and 200 characters. There should be 5 bullet points. Each should have a headline and be between 200 and 300 characters. And so let's type that in and then see what it comes out with. It's a pretty amazing tool, but it's not perfect. And sometimes it won't necessarily uh, follow your directions right away. So right here, I can see the title's too short. And that's something on your response. You can say make the title longer, and you can keep doing this until it gets a lot better. But as you can see, my carry potty, the ultimate children's training potty with ladder, ChatGPT with very little command, right? I basically that was a very mediocre way to instruct it, is giving me a lot of information, a lot of ideas. When it's time to write your listing, you could have this as the rough draft and then just start editing, chopping it up. Knowing how to use this will save a lot of time and help spark ideas. You could use it for product research, market research, a lot of other things. All right, the fourth and final tool we want you to be aware of when you're starting out is viral launch. Viral launch is, in its bread and butter, it's very similar to what Helium 10 does. In my opinion, it's just not as good and it's not as robust for product research, for a lot of their tools, product discovery, keyword research, competitor intelligence. It basically has the same tools Helium 10 does. There's another one called Jungle Scout that also has the same. The reason I want to show you this is Viral Launch has a tool that none of the other ones have that I'm aware, and that is their launch. So you can go on to Viral Launch and create what's called a launch when you are, what do you guess, launching a product. And what this launch will do is off Amazon, it will provide a opportunity for you to list your product, all done through Viral Launch automatically in a secondary market with a huge discount. So by doing this, you can essentially drive initial sales and traffic to a brand new listing. It's much easier to do when you are offering a discount off Amazon than your normal price. So at the time of this, it's $200 per launch. You can give away, I believe, up to 100 products. They can't be more than 65% off. But using this viral launch, which you come in here, you have your all your tools. I'm not set up other than to do these product launches. But if you want to create a launch, you just come in here, create a launch. There's a whole step-by-step for setting up your launch and ensuring that the product code on Amazon ensures the discount that they are advertised is actually what they get. But just know this is a tool, especially you can launch with it regardless, or if things are slow over the first week or two, boom, you lock in one of these viral launch outside Amazon launches and you send some traffic to your listing. Let's go.
So there it is, folks. Those are the 4 tools you need to know about and be able to use to really launch an Amazon FBA product business with speed and execution. Helium 10 is going to be your bread and butter though. We have a discount link in the show notes. You can get 20% off for 6 months or 10% off for life. Make sure to use that, and just know if you're comfortable using Helium 10, that'll get you all the way through your launch phase, really, in your private label business. So don't think you need too many softwares. Stick to the ones we just went through. Really master Helium 10 before even going elsewhere. You don't need a bunch, you just need the right products and a couple tools to help you out. Guys, if you made it to the end of the video, definitely subscribe to the channel. We're dropping 2 to 3 videos every single week. We would love to hear your feedback. Drop us a like, drop us a comment, connect with us on social. And if you are interested in launching your own Amazon private label brand, something that can free you from the 9 to 5, just like it did myself in 1 year, we have a 12-month mentorship program called the Amazon Accelerator. It's 12 months. It's not short and sweet. We don't just teach you one thing and kick you out. And so if you are interested in starting your own business, we have a link in the show notes. You can apply for the current month. If there are openings, we'd love to work with you. Until next time, happy selling.